What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by. I decided to take you guys on a hike with me to Barfield Crescent backcountry trails and nature area. This is a trail system, paved and unpaved, that's just down the road from my house, and I really enjoy it. So we're gonna go on this hike together after I get up this hill. So huffing and puffing is going to be a theme of this video, as well as just a lot of limestone, guys. There's limestone all over Tennessee, and especially on this trail. This is one of my favorite trail systems once we get to it. I'm hoping it's not too terribly wet. It's one of the very few that I can still hike on after rainstorms. You can see there's some water down there, but it's not a rushing river, so I think we'll be okay. But this is one of the few trail systems I can actually use after we've even had flooding, because it's basically limestone. So as long as I step on the limestone and the roots, we should be fine. Like I said in the mountain bike video, you want to leave no trace. You really want to go out to trails when it's a beautiful day like today and the trail is dry. I don't think the trail will be dry, but we'll enjoy it nonetheless, and we'll be very careful not to mess up the trail. Just a little further and we should be there. So we haven't had a ton of luck so far getting to the trails. We've just had to keep on the hiking paths and now this gravel. I'm hoping that the trails down here will be, it's higher elevation, so I'm hoping they'll be dry enough we can do a little hiking on them. I'd wanted to do a trail run, but quite frankly, there's not enough footing, so I don't want to fall, injure myself, obviously. Mountain biking's out this week because of all the flooding in the area. Might do a little road cycling tomorrow. We haven't had any road cycling on the channel. We'll see. I'm still trying to decide between the Hero 7 Black, Hero 8 Black, Hero 9 Black, or the new 10 Black. So yeah, if I pick one of those, we'll have a GoPro and we can have some road bike footage. But today, we're just out here hiking to this trail, hoping that it's high enough elevation that we can hike a little bit. So yeah, definitely let's speed this up. One thing about Barfield Crescent trails, once you get off the path, it's all uphill or downhill. There's no flat. We're gonna stay on the red wilderness trail head, what am I trying to say? The Wilderness Center Trail. And it's very, very, very rocky. You'll see later that we come in contact with the Rocky Trail. So this is actually not the quote-unquote Rocky Trail. This is the Wilderness Trail Station Trail. So yeah, really rocky though. And like I said, this is in the very center of Middle Tennessee. This is about 30 minutes south of downtown Nashville. It's about 5 minutes outside of the town it's in, and you would not believe that you're anywhere close to a city. because it's just beautiful. You'll see squirrels, you'll see owl. We have an owl that's a friend of ours that shows up from time to time on this trail. Beautiful owl. And every once in a while you'll see fox. A lot of deer. I saw 2 before I started recording on the trail, and unfortunately couldn't get them in the frame before a couple kind of made a lot of noise and they took off. But beautiful wildlife out here. Staying on the red trail, we've got red trail and blue trail intertwining, so we want to make sure we stay on that red trail. Otherwise, you're gonna get lost. We had a couple of girls get lost out here about a month ago, and yeah, that's not a fun time. There are mountain bike trails out here as well. I actually ran out of daylight on the mountain bike trail and had a light on my phone as well as GPS on my phone, and still had to trek through the woods, and I ended up in someone's backyard and then had to take the road back to the trailhead. So it can get dark out here quick, and it can get you can get turned around really quick, but it's very well marked as long as you have a light. We're staying on the red Wilderness Trail Station trail, and as long as we follow those little red cardinal tags, we're fine. It's about a mile trail. Again, it's all up or all down, so that mile feels like 10 by the time you're done. Lots and lots of limestone, and I'm actually trying to stay on the limestone to kind of leave no trace, no footprints, because it is quite muddy, which makes it even worse because it's super slippery right now. There's your rocky trail. So you can only imagine how rocky that is if this is the smooth one. At any rate, I think most of the climbing is done. We've got one more big hill. Now it's just roots and rocks and downhill, and we'll be back to the Wilderness Trail head. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you want to see on this channel. It's basically just everything I do that doesn't fit into my watch channel or my car channel. That's a big rock. So we'll have mountain biking, we'll have hiking, we'll have electronics reviews, we'll have discussions on Star Wars, whatever you want. We'll put on this channel. Having to use these trees as grip because it's super slick on this downhill. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I am voicing over this video because, quite frankly, it was just too sketchy to talk and concentrate and walk this trail because it was way too wet. So back uphill one more time, big climb, a lot of rocks, and then we're gonna be close to the finish. You can hear my breathing. Yeah, I'm not out of shape at all, guys. I'm an athlete, I'm a road cyclist, mountain biker, ex-triathlete, current runner. So yeah, it's just the trail. It's a beast. And this is the tiny one. All in all, I think Barfield Crescent has 4 trails. If you interloop all of them, I think you get about 6-7 miles, which is more than plenty when you have terrain like this. I mean, that comes up to my waist. And you have to climb up it. Before this trail was open to the public, a few of us mountain biked on it. Yeah, super sketchy. A few of us got hurt on it as well. I may or may not have been one of them. Following the red cardinal tags, we're climbing back up, and then we're gonna descend one more time back into the Wilderness Trail system, or Wilderness Trail Station, I should say, after we get over all this stuff. You do not want to get your foot down in that ravine. That's a great way to break your ankle. You can see how high we are. Yeah, tried to catch a view of that plane, but wasn't able to. It was already behind the trees. But yeah, we're pretty high. Then you descend back down, and you're right at the cars. We're gonna do that right now. Really sketchy in this area because, quite frankly, it's pretty aggressive descent, and it was very wet. It's probably not the best idea to come out here with all this rock and all the water, but I honestly thought with the elevation that it has, it would be a ton drier than what it was. But luckily I have trees to grab onto as I descend and ascend. But yeah, still pretty sketchy. I run this trail when it's dry. I do a trail run on this loop as well as the Rocky Trail loop. And yeah, it's definitely manageable when it's dry. Really sketch when it's not. So you can see the road there. We are all back. This is within the park. That's the road inside the park. If you ever see me do a road run inside the park, it'll be on that road. I don't know if I'll do one or not. Depends on how often I want to use my GoPro. But yeah, still have to decide which one I'm gonna get. I'm upgrading from a Hero 3. I picked up a Hero 7 Silver, was unimpressed with it. The video will be on the channel, and you can check that out. But yeah, we're gonna upgrade so that we can get better footage than that Hero 3 I already own. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun out here at Barfield Crescent. Was very happy I didn't run into any of these guys, or at least I didn't see any. They may have seen me, and it's probably a good idea I didn't see any of these. I wish I had seen my buddy the owl though, but at any rate, it was a great little trail hike. I wish it had been a trail run, but just too wet, guys. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for spending time with me while I hiked this afternoon on my day off. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you want to see on this channel. I'm pretty much up for anything. And we'll just see you next time. Bye-bye.